I am glad you're here because this is some excellent review for the finals, and finals are soon. Finals are like 40 some days away, not even that. So we've got some work here to do to kind of get back into the mode. We've got factoring craziness, factoring a cubic. So we're giving you the hint that it's small and then big. Factoring a cubic, if you remember, hopefully, is the cube root of this, and the cube root of that, and the sine of that. And then I like to tell my kids it is square, square. So this one squared is 16x squared. This one squared is 1. And then is multiply them together. You know, like when you're in love, you multiply. So that gives you negative 4x. But opposites attract, so it's the positive then of 4x. Now, the other thing is that I need to have this times this gives me this. So there's really one option that could be. And I need this times this to give me this. So there's really only one option that could be. This is the only one that's really kind of tricky that we need to make sure we know how to do. So let's do that here. Cube root, same sign, cube root. Square it. Square it. And when you square a negative, you get a positive. And then this one is which is multiplication of x, y, z, w, but the opposite sign. And that is all. Let's check out some of these factoring dudes. So let's look at this one here first. Difference of two squares. Love these guys. They make me happy. Square root, square root, square root, square root. Two different signs. And that's it. That's all you have to think about. This one here, do add a little diamond. I have, 1 and 2, so 1 and 1. So it's just going to be x plus 1y and x plus 1y. And that's it. So x times x is x squared, y times y is y squared. We can kind of go back and do that one. This one here, I'll do it the long way. I don't like the long way. Maybe I should, you know, you're here. Let's do it the short way. This one here is a perfect square, and this one here is a perfect square. So if I square root the square root, as long as these guys multiplied is half of that, then it totally works. So again, this is called a perfect trinomial square. So it's a perfect square and a perfect square. It doesn't work if it's not that way. And then as long as when you multiply these guys together, you get half of that, everything's good. And then I do need to have the same sign because negative times negative needs to equal positive. And when I add the negatives together, I need to get my negative there. That is all, my friends.